Yo, what is up, bros? It's your boy Incognito back with another video, and this time we're diving deep into the neon-soaked streets of Vice City. We're talking about GTA Vice City, baby. This game is an absolute classic, a masterpiece of its time. But even if you've spent hours cruising around in your Infernus, blasting that sweet 80s music, I bet you there are still some secrets, some juicy tidbits about this game that you never knew. So buckle up, smash that like button, and get ready to have your mind blown because we're about to uncover 10 surprising facts about GTA Vice City. First up, we gotta talk about the setting, because Vice City, with its palm trees and pastel suits, is basically Miami's long-lost twin. The developers took a whole lot of inspiration from the real Miami of the 1980s, especially from iconic movies like Scarface and Miami Vice. Remember that epic chainsaw scene in Scarface? Yeah, Vice City has its own version. And those stylish detectives rocking the pink and blue suits? Total Miami Vice vibes. The developers weren't just copying, though. They took those elements of 80s culture, the music, the fashion, the crime dramas, and they blended it all together to create this living, breathing world that felt both familiar and totally unique. When Vice City dropped back in 2002, it wasn't just a game release, it was a cultural event. This game absolutely smashed records, selling a mind-blowing 1.4 million copies in just 48 hours. Can you imagine that? People were lining up around the block, desperate to get their hands on a copy. It's no surprise, really. Vice City took everything that made GTA 3 great and cranked it up to 11. Bigger world, better graphics, more weapons, more vehicles, and of course that killer 80s soundtrack. Okay, get this, Vice City almost had a completely different name. Can you imagine cruising around the streets of Sin City? It's true, Rockstar Games actually considered calling it GTA Sin City before they finally settled on Vice City. Now, Sin City definitely has a certain ring to it, but honestly I think Vice City fits way better. It's catchy, it's iconic, and it perfectly captures the vibe of the game. Plus, can you imagine trying to Google anything about the game if it was called Sin City? Talk about a nightmare! Chapter 4. That soundtrack though. One of the things that made Vice City so legendary was its absolutely killer soundtrack. I'm talking about those iconic 80s tunes that just get stuck in your head, from Michael Jackson to Blondie to A Flock of Seagulls. And you know what? People still listen to those radio stations today. You can find playlists all over Spotify and YouTube, and they're still just as awesome as they were back in the day. That's the power of a good soundtrack, my friends. It transports you back to that time and place, and suddenly, you're cruising down Ocean Drive with the wind in your hair. Chapter 5. Tommy Vercetti, voiced by a real gangster. Alright, let's talk about our boy Tommy Vercetti for a second. The dude is a stone-cold badass, and a big part of that is thanks to the incredible voice acting of Ray Liotta. You know, the guy from Goodfellas? Yeah, that's right, a real-deal Hollywood gangster was brought in to breathe life into Tommy Vercetti, and Liotta absolutely nailed it. He gave Tommy this perfect blend of charisma, menace, and dark humor that made him instantly unforgettable. I mean, who can forget lines like, "I'm Vice City's newest entrepreneur, got a problem with that? Pure gold." Chapter 6. Too hot for TV and some countries. Now, Vice City wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. This game was controversial, man. It got banned in multiple countries because of its violence, its sexual content, and let's be real, its general disregard for the law. But hey, that's part of what made it so much fun, right? It pushed the boundaries, it didn't hold back, and it gave players a taste of a world where anything goes. Of course, we gotta be responsible gamers here, and I'm not condoning violence in real life, but in the virtual world of Vice City, hey, sometimes you just gotta let loose and cause a little mayhem. Remember how I said Vice City was basically Miami's twin? Well, the developers didn't just guess what Miami looked like, they actually went there. They took tons of photos, they studied the architecture, they soaked up the atmosphere, and they used all of that to create the game's incredibly detailed and immersive world. So when you're driving down Ocean Drive in the game, you're basically driving down the real Ocean Drive, virtually speaking of course. And that attention to detail is a big part of what makes Vice City feel so real, so alive. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the bane of every Vice City player's existence, that damn RC helicopter mission. You know the one I'm talking about. It's hard, it's frustrating, and it probably made you want to throw your controller across the room. But you know what? It's also kind of iconic. It's one of those things that everyone who's played Vice City remembers, even years later. And hey, maybe that's why the developers made it so hard. They wanted to give us a challenge, something to really test our skills. Or maybe they just enjoyed watching us suffer. Vice City didn't just give us an awesome open world to explore, it gave us a ton of awesome ways to explore it. We're talking about the game's incredible variety of vehicles, from sports cars to tanks to, for the first time ever in a GTA game, motorcycles. Remember the first time you hopped on that PCJ 600 and felt the wind in your hair? It was a thing of beauty, and there were so many other cool vehicles to choose from, each with its own unique feel and handling. It wasn't just about getting from point A to point B, it was about looking damn good while you did it. Like any good GTA game, Vice City was packed with secrets, Easter eggs, and hidden details just waiting to be discovered. One of the coolest ones is the hidden Happy Easter room. It's this weird, empty space with a floating sign that just says Happy Easter. Why is it there? Nobody knows for sure. But that's part of the beauty of Vice City, and all GTA games really. There are so many mysteries, so many unanswered questions that just keep you coming back for more. It's like the developers created this whole world and then hid little surprises everywhere just for us to find. So there you have it, bros. 10 surprising facts about GTA Vice City that you probably never knew. This game wasn't just a game, it was an experience. It was a time machine that transported us back to the neon-soaked 1980s with its awesome music, over-the-top characters, and endless possibilities for mayhem. Vice City isn't just a game, it's a piece of gaming history. It's a reminder of a time when games weren't afraid to be bold, to be different, to push the boundaries. And you know what, I think we need more games like that today. Games that aren't afraid to take risks to be fun and to let us live out our wildest fantasies, even if it's just for a few hours. What are your favorite Vice City memories? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more GTA facts and nostalgia.